Hey guys, thanks for watching Homesteading on the Side, and tonight for dinner we're going to throw together a quick shrimp and broccoli Alfredo. So for this recipe we're going to need noodles. Of course it's traditionally made with fettuccine noodles. Sometimes I use spaghetti noodles, but I'm going to use just the penne pasta tonight because I'm going to be putting broccoli in it. So I kind of like everything around the same size, so this will work good. Flour, half and half. You need 3 cups of half and half, and I'm just shy, so I'm gonna make it up with the little bit of milk that I have left. Olive oil, salt, pepper, chicken stock. This is my home canned chicken stock. I promised to do a video for you guys on this, but this is what you can use bouillon dissolved in water. You can use the can, the box, whatever you have. Some Parmesan cheese, I have about a cup, and some butter. Let's get started. Alright, so I have melted half a stick or 1/4 of a cup of butter in a pan, and I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of flour, and I only have this on 3. And we're just going to whisk it all in and cook it for just a second. I don't want it to brown. You don't want it to brown. You just want to cook the raw flavor out of it, but go ahead and stir it around for just a minute. Let it all combine and bubble. I've got my pasta already going. This is not going to take long. And right here in this measuring cup, I have got 3 cups of half and half. It should be 3 cups of half and half. I only had 2 1/2, and I replaced the rest of it with milk. And a 1/2 cup of chicken stock. You can use white wine if you like. I usually do, but since I don't have any white wine, chicken stock's what I'm using. You can see this here. See, it's still real light and pale, so we don't want to cook it down. Just want to make sure it's all combined. And then I'm going to add a good pinch of salt, because like I said, this is going to be the sauce, and keep it moving because it'll go from nice and blonde to burnt in no time. So this looks good to me. It's been long enough. I said it's just for a few minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and add my half and half and chicken stock to the pot. Make sure it all gets whisked in together. Alright. Now I'm going to turn the heat up to medium, and I'm going to let this come up to a simmer. So for the shrimp, it's just really simple. Just olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. Like I said, you can use chicken if you like, but we live here on the Gulf Coast, and I've always got some shrimp in the freezer. So I just pulled this out. I said coat it in olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder. I'm going to cook them at 350 until they're done. Alright, you can see that it's starting to thicken. You can see it's starting to simmer. You can catch the bubbles. You don't want to boil it because it can burn or scorch the bottom, so just make sure you keep it stirring. Just put that down, baby. I'll get in just a second. Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and add my Parmesan. And then just whisk it all in and let it cook just a little bit longer. My noodles are almost done. I've got some frozen broccoli. I'm going to throw them in here now that the noodles are, when the noodles get to where they're just done, throw your broccoli in. That way you can drain it all together and it'll all go straight into the pot. You can see that once I added the cheese, it got nice and thick. Add a good amount of salt, some cracked black pepper if you like. I've got garlic in my shrimp, so I'm not going to add any garlic powder or fresh garlic or anything like that to this. I'm just going to leave it as it is. So this is all done. That I'm getting ready to drain. My shrimp should be coming out of the oven here in just a second. And I've got some garlic bread from the freezer that I'm going to throw in. So I go to the Walmart, the dollar rack or the reduction price rack at Walmart, and whenever they have their breads that are marked down to like 30 cents or to $1, I stock up and throw them in the freezer. So tonight, like when I'm trying to get dinner done super fast, pull it out of the freezer, pop it in the oven, and we're good to go. Got all this drained, shrimp and all the juice is in. Just gonna dump it all together. You can serve the sauce, over the top if you like, but like I like my spaghetti, I always dump the pasta in with the sauce. That way everything gets coated. Oh, look, now you're all fuzzy. Haha, there we go. That way everything gets coated, everything gets the same amount of sauce. It all tastes the same, because I hate to have lots of noodles and just a little sauce on top. So this recipe makes just the right amount of sauce. You can see the shrimp in there. There's broccoli for the green. Lots of yummy pasta, comfort food in a pot. And my garlic bread is in the oven and we'll be out here shortly. Now that this is mixed, it's time to eat. You can sprinkle Parmesan cheese on the bowls if you like. Hope you enjoy.